We're gonna go over why Thugger lost this game. Like my fifth attempt. I'm going over why Thugger lost this game. I was gonna go over the other one, the flow game, the shooter eDreams game, but there wasn't any VOD. But as you can already see with the scheme, they all shift to the left kind of, because he doesn't do it yet, but he needs to watch this guy, because MLB was chipping on him, but I was gonna go to the middle. And what you notice about a lot of defenses is that no matter what, kind of becomes this triangle, and you can split it. You can split this triangle into two, or you can split like this rhombus, not triangle, this rhombus into two triangles. So you have this triangle, the left side triangle, which is what he kind of should be looking at, is that this is a really, really strong right triangle, or left triangle, whatever, triangle. And there's nothing here. And this is gonna become, like, both sides are kind of weak here. Both sides are kind of weak. But what I would say is that this side is probably the stronger side, because he's right in the line of fire on both these guys. This is the weaker side. Now, they're both kind of weak, but this is the weaker side. The weaker side involves this guy coming over and posting out here, and then he comes and takes him away, and now that they're both going up, I'm going to use two different colors, why not? So he's going to post out this way, which now puts pressure on these two dudes. So as this guy kind of starts going up, or maybe mid folding, this is gonna put more pressure on these two guys. No, let me use red. Put more pressure on these two guys. And if there's pressure on these two guys within this fold, there's hella pressure on this guy, because he can't quite get back. Because if he goes up on this guy, for example, let's say he's here now. If this guy goes up to him, as this guy starts going up, this puts more pressure for this guy to get wide open. So this stronger side is actually the weaker side. I like to say that the strong side is actually the weak side, and the weak side is the strong side, because now people are noticing this getting open, so they're going to have to start putting more pressure on this.
These kids like Thuggers.
Except that, I mean, that's already open on the triangles,
I mean,
as I
shit.
mentioned, like,
Shit.
the first few
Appreciate you,
seconds.
pal. Appreciate
So
you,
again, he jams this guy, so he's going to play a little more up.
big dog.
He instantly goes onto here. He instantly goes
All right,
left.
Thugger, second.
So let's go and take a look at this real quick. Let's just take a look at the base. The base is showing, this is the stronger side. This is like a very strong triangle. This is a very strong triangle. This side is not. This side is a lot tighter, yes, but at the same time, if he comes back, or if he decides to keep going and post over, because he has time. Koi's good enough to block freaking Scribble and UFlow. Are they better than him? Yes, but he's good enough to do that. So if he takes this guy, that's gonna put pressure on him, and if he's manning this guy, well then this cutover is gonna be wide open. So this is the tighter gap. That's gonna be a lot more of a problem. So if this guy starts going up, you're gonna start leaving these chip shots. You're gonna start getting less pressure on the folds. Look, so he mid folds. I mean, this is a decent mid fold. I've talked about it in a previous video. I would prefer if this guy was like right here, or like right here, and then started going up with them. But he's just looking for the gap, and this isn't the bad gap, because then he can kind of cut up, which is what he starts doing. He starts cutting up. So that big gap is now rearing its ugly head. I think I already did that. I don't know why I did that again. But now this gap's rearing its ugly head, because as he starts making his way out here, all this space are these few guys. They're being the easier shots, the cheaper goals. But Thugger's not gonna aim this way. He's not going to. It's the Elite 8. He's a little bit too nervous for that. He's looking at this guy and this guy. These are the quicker shots that he can readjust to. So if this guy starts having to take this guy's getting open for like 7 or 8, probably like 8, 9 yards. because he's not going to be able to drop on that, because then you'll leave this guy wide open. But he is wide open. If he cuts back, he's wide open, which
Oh my
you
god,
see Blazkins point out. See Corey keeps this lane, so now there's more pressure on these. Let's actually let me take it back a little bit by the frames. So yeah, now this dude has hella pressure on him to do something. He's gonna stick on show, but now that's opened, and you have the cheap shots. He should have thrown shows come back, but he's not gonna look that far. It's too risky to do that.
Yo,
In a
that's
playoff
top tier,
game.
bro. No fumbles. Absolute
Especially for
Yeah,
someone who's
that's
new to the Elite Eight. So now let's just take a look at the base defense. Okay, so kind of like a diamond shape. He pushes up here, diamond, triangle, whatever it's called. Like I forgot. But nothing really here to say yet. If Thuggered wants to be real technical, this guy's aiming over here. It's probably going to be something like this. So then this side starts to become the gap. So then Tim and Show are going to start getting open, but it's like the first 5 seconds. Yeah, so he starts to slant in because he recognizes that gap. Now, the play's developed a little bit here. Let me see. Does he throw it anytime soon? Okay, no, he doesn't.
Why is?
Okay, so let me go back.
Yeah, that's fucking smart, bro.
Watch the MLB.
Wait.
Let me break this down a little bit. So, again, you have them very separated. But this is the stronger side of the triangle. This is a huge gap. If Tim posts over here, this guy's cooked. He also has enough space to come back. If he pre-fires a comeback, he has enough space to do that. So now this puts more pressure on these guys. He's not going to stick a man. He has to cut up. He has to make sure that there's not a free 20-yard gain there. If Tim posts over, then you can have a lot more pressure on these deep shots. The comebacks are also good if you want to be a little more safe, but because now this is the weaker side. This side, I'm gonna call it the drag side, because this is what gets stuff open. He will get things open because this is the stronger. It's gonna become the stronger side.
So
As you see, he mid-fold for some reason, but because of the pressure on him, because the pressure that he made. I don't know why he mid-folded there, but he does. The pressure that he made, this guy's gonna have a little bit of an open post over, and now this left side's wide open because he dragged a little bit of pressure to the. So now this folds wide open. The thing is that Thuggered's not gonna look there again because he's tunnel visioning. He's tunnel visioning a little bit to see. I'm not gonna readjust to that. I'm just gonna throw whatever's in front of me. And this is open. This is still a good throw because the people dropped. So good throw.
Nice fold ball by Thuggered.
1st and 15.
Going left side.
Going left.
This is a good midfold. I like this midfold. I like being here and cutting out because taking this hash mark is gonna drag these guys up. What he shouldn't. He posts over a little bit too early, but I like this. This is perfect now. This is a good offensive drive if UFlow wasn't right here. That's a pretty big problem. If they had italics or something, this might have been a lot better. But all he has to do is just sit here. Because he goes up and he goes up, these two are now wide open. Yeah, so he goes up, yep, right here. Yeah, but UFlow's just right there. So this isn't really on anybody but the freaking tight end. Let him get off in like 2 chips.
Going left, taking the split. Oh, so it falls back.
Could have thrown a pre-fire, could have thrown something. He shouldn't have really stepped up, but he does. I don't blame that for him.
Alright, good fucking play. Blazkins cute as hell. Appreciate that, twin.
Okay, so he tries blocking for a split. It doesn't work.
Oh, great pressure here.
Just a lot of pressure here. Good lane, actually. And now what do we see? Well, we see these two. Well, we see the whole defense drop back. It's 2nd and 32. The whole defense is just gonna drop back here. They're all like this is pretty much like a prevent format. They're all back here, and you don't really have a lot of time because this guy's kind of on your face. So this doesn't really matter. What you should do is just have these guys go up. It's probably gonna throw a check.
Oh, what a lane! Might be cut off.
He doesn't throw. He doesn't actually have him throw a check. Nothing's gonna get
Who's
open.
gonna take?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
good
That
catch.
works. That works. 20-yard gain. That's good. You just need to get some yards.
Thugger's the
Well,
final
Chunky.
four ready QB. Yo, someone
Yeah.
time that guy out.
Aye.
Someone mute that guy, bro. Mod.
That's a good switch by Koi. It's good to stay out by Scribble. Just wish they had like a real tight end, but they don't. Barry and Ryua could not make. But it's fine. Let's look at this. So, just remember the triangles. The biggest tell isn't the shorts, but it's the middle. The middle is this is the place. This is the place where everything gets open. They may not get open, but everything else does. Like, look, Wolf Girl's already open. The play kind of did just start, but you get what I'm saying. So if we make this kind of like this triangle again, then we will see this is the more elongated route. So he can either go out, or let me angle it better. He can either go out, or honestly, I mean, he could just keep going up, and then this guy can go up, or he could keep going out. And the reason why this works is because this is the more elongated side. The pressure on this guy's cooked. Because if he starts like slightly going up a little bit, if he starts like going up very little, like stutter steps, he has enough time. Thugger has a good amount of time here. This is gonna look very bad. Yep. So he goes up here. He's stuck here though. He's stuck on this man. Now this defense is kind of locked down because he mid-folded for some reason. He didn't need to mid-fold there. And even if he did it the wrong gap. But now this guy's on him. He's dead. He's perfectly fine here. It's over. This play's done. Most you're getting is a check down.
Pressured. What's he gonna do?
Yep. Post. Wow.
Oh,
Checks it down.
a little bit pressured. What's he gonna do?
Wow, that was actually kind of open. That was actually kind of open, but it doesn't matter. Does a check.
Oh.
Checks it down again.
Okay.
Gets the first.
Okay.
He gets up
Good
last
pick
second.
up by that
He
guy.
drop it.
Who's
He's
that
right.
LOS?
I think it's A-Trap.
Who's 12?
A-Trap's making a read.
I don't
So-
know. Let's see what it is.
Is that
I don't know
Remy?
why they don't have
Is
Remy
Remy
playing
OL?
tight end.
I think this is no.
I
Coy's
I
OL.
think
I think this is Remy.
Yeah, Coy.
I think Remy.
So Wolf Girl,
Hold the
whoever
tight end.
Remy's holding him. You know, red zones aren't really my specialty, so
Left corner.
that's a good throw.
Deep.
Wait, can I throw it to the receiver? That's how the game. Alright, look at chair.
That's fun.
Alright, where's Vizo?
Just wasted a good amount
And
of
that-
time on this
yeah.
clock, though.
Was that personal experience
Okay,
there? Like
so let's see
getting
this defense. So A-Trapped, he's gonna have a lot of
sort
time.
of A-Trap
Scribble is one of the best linemen in the league. So it's just basically, what is this scheme? What are they doing? I mean, he's just gonna go under. He has infinite time here. So the problem is that Aaron and Tim, I'm pretty sure that is, Aaron's a little bit too close, and he's a little bit too high, because he can start going over, and then I start you going. If this guy starts slanting left, then this guy's gonna start. Then these two, all they have to do is just take that open space, and then you're getting kind of cooked. Because then this guy's now wide open. And now some can saying, well, this isn't realistic. It's FF2. There's so much time. If you have a decent and good center like Scribble is, then you're in a tight end like UFlow. You're gonna have enough time to be able to make these reads. So now this can take this gap, and then this. Honestly, this fold doesn't even have to fold. You can kind of just go up and take him. So let's see what happens.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
missed
but,
Yeah.
but
So he takes these two. So these two are wide
Might
open
be
in
him.
the middle, but he throws a check. Actually, that's interesting. That confuses
getting
me.
scared of A-Trap in playoffs?
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
missed
but,
Why doesn't he throw it right there?
but I beat.
That's weird. This is. I mean. No, he can't. I don't know. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Oh, he beat you too.
I mean,
You
the
talking about?
same thing at the same
Not in the
time is that this
playoffs.
game is that whenever
Oh,
you
no, we
play,
didn't get the
Of
of course,
playoffs. Oh,
like,
alright.
like,
Yeah.
like a debate, like a game, whatever you do. whenever you watch something after, whenever you're just watching something, you can think of all the things to do and all the things to throw. And this film isn't ultimately about what he could have thrown, it's about what was there. So what gets open? Let's say check is open because of what was there.
1-1.
Okay, so it's defense again. This is the stronger side. Actually, where are their streaks at? Let me see.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
1-1.
Okay, so
1-1.
nobody's lining up on the hash mark. They're
1-1.
like kind of like a trips right. And I mean, there's 3 on both sides. So it's like a full trips thing, but you get what I'm saying. So they kind of like run like a trips on both sides with their streaks going in the middle, so they can avoid MLB jams. So he takes a jam. He's
Here he's
posting.
Pedro.
I guess it's just pretty much his man to man with his deep. This guy's gonna get open again.
Taking the
This guy's
lane.
wide open again. Cause if
Good lane by Scribble.
Right fold.
right there, right here, right here, right here. And it's because they don't know how to. The defense doesn't know how to
Yeah,
prepare for this. They weren't ready for
1-1,
this.
1-1. 1-1.
They weren't ready. Look. So again, the problem is that Tim's in a perfect spot. Tim's like in a perfect spot. The problem is that this MLB is not jamming on the streaks. He can't jam them. Tim's in a prime spot. Aaron could play a little bit lower, but he's also kind of in a prime spot. But it's this side. This is a whole mismatch. Look, how are they all 3 perfectly lined up? The fold, the streak, and the tight end are all perfectly lined up. So you leave a man-to-man, and then a wide open LOS. Because you have 4 on 3 right here. What do I? You have a 4 on 3 right here. So you leave these 3. So as this play goes, look again, they're all perfectly lined up. He's now wide open.
Taking the lane.
He's now wide open because that pressure. Because they still have 4 on 2. No, it's kind of like it's like a 4 on 2. This guy's not really problem anymore.
Good lane by Scribble.
Right.
Yeah, so now if he folds out, he's gonna fold in the middle. So now they're all slanting. Let me show you guys. So now the mid 2 guys are now slanting over to the weak side because now they can do whatever. He has a free lane. This guy's wide open, so he's just gonna slant over, and all he has to do is slant over, and they can keep going. This is a touchdown. It's like a free 40, 50 yards.
I'm already know.
Yep, right there, wide open.
Wide open,
Oh
Kevin.
my
Because
god.
they're not ready for that. They're not
Look at the
prepared
time he
for
has.
this type for
Mid-
these
A
type
lot
of
of
plays.
time and also great routing by Cabuli's a really good fold router. He's good at creating space in that right fold specifically with that kind of mid baiting. Wait for the short to drop and then just attack.
Okay, so now he's jamming a streak, I
Space
think,
in that right fold specifically
which is good.
with that kind of mid baiting.
Yep. Okay, so he's jamming the
Wait for the
streak,
short.
which is fine. It's good now. Recognize, well, this side was wide open, so let's guard this side. It's still applicable though. This is a good jam, but now what?
Good drop and then
Slants inside. He goes over.
Check
And now
that.
he's wide open.
wide open.
Exactly what I was saying.
Takes it. Good blocking downfield.
Now, what could they have done to prevent this
With that kind
inside?
of mid baiting. Wait
I'm
for
gonna
the
start
short
at the
to
mid
drop.
play. Well, the first thing, if Tim's gonna do that, then he's gonna have to stick on it because this VC read just ruins you. But he's cut up, so he has to now make this play because now he's just gonna get the split. Aaron could have maybe gotten on this, or Tim should have stuck on it, but he kind of can't because then this guy just goes wide over. So there's nothing really he could have done. Tim just tried to make a read and it
With
worked
that
well.
kind of mid baiting.
Yeah, no, he's just look at his deep. He's just way too
Wait for
pressed
the
up.
short to drop and then just attack with
Way too pressed up.
space. Check that.
Now Tim should have dropped here. Aaron should not worried about this because his short's right there. Tim should have dropped, or he should have dropped, but no.
Takes it. Here in the red zone in like 30 seconds.
It's just a defensive breakdown.
Probably.
6, 7. Come on, Bezo.
Ban his ass too.
Ban him. Alright, it's here's Thugger, second drive.
Instantly gonna throw this check. Oh, he's
All
gonna throw
right.
this curl. Okay.
Quick curl.
Quick curl.
That's not a bad curl. 14-yard gain.
Shroud, what do you think the keys to the game are here for Thugger? If he wants a chance to upset, what's he got to do?
I think like
Okay, so streaks are already midway, so I'm gonna record this. I'm gonna clip this. Again, the This triangle, this isn't a bet. Like, they're both equal. There's nothing really here, but because of this, whenever the triangle is perfect, a check's bound to get open. Because this guy's gonna have to try. This guy's now he's gonna do his own thing. These two guys are gonna get open. Problem is, Koi seems to be getting worked.
Like,
So Koi has it. Yep. So now he's
still
going over here.
scrambling.